Hello guys. So this is my very first video on here, and I just want to give a quick introduction about myself before we begin today's video. My name is Christiana. I'm a third year college student, and I just want to walk you through how I use my iPad to take notes for my courses using specifically the Notability app. Okay, so let's go ahead and get right to it. So, when you get to the Notability app, yours won't exactly look like this when you first start. Without the because you haven't had any notes yet. So let me just say a few things about the actual app before we get started. So Notability does cost like around $9.99 through the Apple Store. And I believe it has a competitor that some people are talking about called Good Notes that costs slightly higher. That one I think costs like around $7.99. So if you want to know more about the difference between the two, you can go ahead and let me know. I can send you a link. I can send a link for a video I think compares them the best, or I can make a video about it. So let's go ahead and get started with the actual app. Um, so on the upper left corner, you're going to see a plus sign right there, right? So it says it basically gives you the option to either create a subject or a divider. So it also gives a description of what each of those things mean. But to make it clearer, let me just say what I do personally. You can do it a different style if you wish. But let me go ahead and clear things up as best as I can. So when I start a semester, I create a divider, right? I create a divider. I may choose to create the divider for each semester, like for that specific semester. So let's say we're in fall of 2021, right? I create that divider, and then within that divider for fall of 2021, I can go ahead and put each of my courses as subject. So I'll go ahead and hit that plus sign again and then say create subject. So don't worry if the subject that you create falls under another divider. We can easily fix that. So let's say I don't know, like Spanish, right? Let's say like Spanish 1301. I don't know if that's an actual course, but let's just say for an example, the Spanish of 1301. I can go ahead and to in order to move that subject under the actual divider that I want, I will just go ahead and click. Let me do that again. Click edit on the upper left corner, and then I'm going to go ahead and pick that three line section, and then I'm just gonna drag it over onto the section that I want. Right. Okay. So, oh, I don't know. Okay. So there we go. It's under the right semester now. Oh no, that's the wrong one I chose. Let's go back. Let's put this back under fall of 19. Oh, another thing, just a side note. What I do personally is after each semester, just to save my space, if I don't think I'm going to need uh if I don't think I'm going to need a particular course anymore, like if I'm not going to take a course that's going to be like a follow up of that course, I may just delete the notes. That saves you a lot of space. So that's what I usually do. I delete the notes. So yeah, back to this. So I think this is actually the right one. Spanish 1303. Oh, it's giving me such a hard time. Okay, there we go. I'm so sorry about that, guys. So Once you move it under the correct semester, go ahead and just click done. And for the actual note taken, so basically for each subject that you create, you can take multiple notes under it. So that will be taking notes for each courses. So now that we're let me just point out that there are many ways you can take your notes. You can take it using a blank paper. You can take the notes on, PowerPoint, on document. You can even create it to include multiple of those things. So let me actually create a note here. So when you open up a note and it's a blank paper, so I'm gonna explain what each of the icon on the top mean, right? So a good thing about this app is that starting off, you can say you have multiple notes and you want to switch notes, or you want to have a split screen where you can view two notes side by side. You can slide from the left, and that will take you to the note switcher. With the note switcher, you can either quickly switch back to another note. Let's go back there. Or you can say, okay, let me uh let me put another note from the left, right? Um or from the right. You can do those things. And then this icon right here, it's an export icon. So this export icon comes into play when you're trying to send a note to directly to your professor, to a friend, anyone basically. And it also gives you other options to export the note, as you can see. And then this the basically the undo icon, it's not activated right now because we haven't really typed anything, or we haven't really done anything to the note. So that allows you to undo or redo. And now this is the text icon. The text icon is I don't really use that one as often, because you just that's basically if you want to type your note out. um and I really don't type my notes most of the time. I use the pencil. I use the pencil or pen, whichever you want to call it. So when you click on the pencil, you can see that it gives you different size options, right? And different colors. And you can slide to the right, it will give you more options, and you can even choose to, like, you know find a different color, different shade, to add to your options of colors, right? And then this is the highlighter, the same options basically, right? And this is the eraser. This is the scissors icon. And this scissors icon, it actually is very, very useful. I will talk to you more about why I consider it to be very useful soon. Okay, and then this little finger icon, or I don't know, toggle icon, lets you move up and down, up and down, up and down. This icon, the uh so I don't want to click it because it's gonna start recording, but the icon next to the finger icon is the recording icon. So say you're in a lecture and you want to record your professor as you're taking notes, that's the icon for you. And let me just say, when you use that recording icon, it is very useful. It's very clear. It's very clear. You play back the lecture, it's super clear. So I really like that. And then over here on the right corner, you have the plus sign that allows you to add, photos. Uh, that allows you to add use the camera, like, to take pictures on the spot. Like let's say you have something to take picture of while you're in class or something, you can go ahead and click that camera option and and use that to take the picture, to take notes on the picture. So cancel. um Document scan, you can scan your documents through this. So it gives you a lot of options. As you can see, you can add a GIF to this, you can add a web clip. So what the web clip function is like, say you want to take a clip, like a screenshot of a website, and take a note on that. You can do this web clip. And then stickies, sticky notes, your sticky notes, right? Those are your sticky note. You can create a blank sticky note. To resize that, you're gonna click that text icon and then just move it around. And you can also change, like if you want it to have lines, you know different colors and such. Okay, so let me go ahead and delete that. uh so that is that for that icon. And then for the tool icon, it's actually a utility icon, but it's a tool. This allows you to change, just like I was telling you about the options for the sticky note. This allows you to change the background of your paper that you're taking notes on, right? It allows you to have different options, to have lines like an actual notebook, and the spacing of those lines. If you want a graph paper, different options. Okay, so let me just put it back to regular paper. So this app right this icon right here, on the side, is quite useful as well. It basically gives you, so if you add multiple pages, so it's gonna show you all the pages, right here on the side. So with this, you can choose to delete a page. You can choose to clear a page. So say you've been writing notes on a page, you want to clear it, you can do that. You can duplicate. Okay, so let me start from the top just in case. You know, you I was actually starting from the bottom of the options, but let me just continue. I'm sorry. So with the copy option, you can copy a page, meaning duplicate the page. You can cut a page, which is basically like deleting it. You can add a page, meaning you're going to be inserting a page right beneath it. So an example would be, if I have a PowerPoint and PowerPoint, and the slide, I want to take extra note on the slide, and I don't have enough page, I can go ahead and add a page underneath it to take more note. Okay, and a cool thing with this is, actually, we haven't, I don't think it's giving us options, since we haven't really taken that much notes. So I don't want yellow. So let me just do boo, boo, boo. Okay. I'm trying to show you guys. Oh, okay, I see it now. Okay, so with this, a cool thing that I like about this is that you can, use the bookmark option, right? So let's say I bookmark that page. I can later reference it with that bookmark, right? Okay, so let me go ahead and click that again. And so I'll go ahead and show you. This is a very useful icon. I will talk more about it as we go through this video. So let me go ahead and just erase all of that and take the bookmark off. All right. So say you actually want to take your note on a PowerPoint or a document. instead of just a regular blank paper like this. What you can do is you can, uh, wherever Safari, Chrome, just go to where the PowerPoint is. So let me actually make this bigger. Sorry guys, I'm trying to use this Apple Pencil as much as I can. It's not letting me. So let's try that again. So okay, we're good now. So say I want to go ahead and import this PowerPoint into my notes and take notes on it. You see this export icon right here? You can go ahead and click it. It's going to give you options of whether you want to share with someone or you want to share it. So you want to click the one that shows notability icon. And I know for some of us that may not okay. For some of us that may not actually be an option. Restore. For some of us that may not actually be an option. I'm sorry, this thing is loading over here. I don't know what happened. Okay, let's see. Okay, there we go. I'm so sorry about that, guys. So if let's start from the start. So okay, so for some of us that may not be an option, so we may I'm referring to the icon right here for notability. You may not see yours here, depending on what setting you have. So what you want to do, if you don't see that option for notability, you can click more and then add notability, right? So it's gonna take some time to load while it's trying to export that to the notability app. I honestly wish this could be faster. I'm so sorry for this. Okay, come on. So a moment here, please. So okay, so now it shows you three options. The three options that you can either add this PowerPoint to the note that we already have opened, or you can create a new note, or you can add it to another note, meaning another note that you already have in existence. So let's just say I'm gonna add it to the note that we already have opened. All right. So with this option, you get three sub options: note title, subject, and pages. You can't edit the note title from here. You can't edit the subject from here. If you really want to edit it, I will show you how to go ahead and edit those when you go back into the app. So for the pages option, this allows you to pick what part of the PowerPoint you really want to export into your note. So if you just need a few slides, what I suggest is just click on this right hand corner, click the deselect all, and then just pick the ones that you really need. Like, let me just pick those, right? But say on the other end, I want to just omit. I want to take out just some slides, but I need majority of it. So I will just click select all, and then just click those ones that I don't need to be taken off, right? But the option that I'm going for here is just a few slides because I'm just doing an example. So with that, I just click this select all, and I'm just gonna pick from, the ones that I really want. So let's say those are the ones that I do want. I'm gonna just go ahead and hit back and then go ahead and import it. Okay, so once I'm done with that, I could just go back to the app. There we go again. I could just go back to the app. It should be here. So sometimes the note won't be imported the way that you uh, want it to. So you may have to close out the app, and then actually let's close it out again and just redo the whole process. So I have the PowerPoint that's loading. I'm sorry, I think it's this Wi-Fi. It's been so slow. Oh, please go fast. Okay, there we go. So I'll just, like I said, do the same option. Oh, no, not Gmail. Discard. Notability. Okay. Yeah, we go again. It's gonna take some time to just try to import those notes. Okay, let's see. Come on. Moment here, guys. Sorry. Oh, please, load, load, load. Oh, this is taking longer than before. I don't know. Do I need to get closer to the Wi-Fi? I'm not sure. Okay, it's moving. Okay, we're making progress. Okay, there we go. So let me go ahead and actually let me just create a whole new note. Let me put the title as let's just say PowerPoints, and then let me put that under the divider that we created, which was where is it? Let me just put it under. Don't know why this is giving me such issue. Oh, it's asking for the subject. Sorry, I thought it was the divider. So Spanish 1301 that we created. And let's just, what I was doing before. I'm just gonna go ahead and just choose some of it. That would do. Import. Done. Okay, so now when I open back the app, it should be there. All right, there we go. So now that I'm back here, like you can just use those icons to take notes on, on anything on the thing. So we're gonna change the size. I don't know. I'm gonna say heart. We're gonna change the size of, the thing. And the cool thing about this app is that you can use, you see, if you look on the lower right hand corner, you're gonna see a zoom icon, right? That is gonna give you the option to zoom in so that you can take, more detailed note in things that may be small. Like let's say let me go down. So let's say something like this. I wanna go ahead and label that. I can take a more detailed note. And then I told you I was going to show you how useful this scissors icon is. So with that scissors icon, you can basically take this and move it around, right? You can resize it. And one of the coolest thing about this is that, so let me write this later, phalanges. So I can actually convert this into text. Let me make sure everything is selected. I can convert that to text. It's going to show you a preview of what it transcribed it to be, and that is correct. I can actually convert that to text. Okay. And once I convert it to text, so I think the reason why it's not showing is because I have the color that I used is where is it? Oh, it's right there. So it's just super tiny. So we just select it and just make it bigger. And then once you convert it to text, you can just move it around where you want. Let's see here. You can move it around where you want. You can I'm trying to get to the option where it allows me to rotate. It usually does have that option. So yeah, you can change the color of the text. Let's highlight it, select, change color of the text, and so on. So if you look down here, you can change the font. You can change the font. You can make it bold. You can make it bold. You can decrease the size. There's a number of things you can do with this. Okay, and what this art signs, what they allow you to do is store favorite font that you want, so that when you're typing your notes, you can just automatically select the font that that you're usually going to use, and make it quicker. So okay, let's go ahead and move on from that. So what I said I wanted to show you before, that wasn't that it I don't know why it wasn't showing up before, but basically what I was going to show you with this stock icon is, when you go ahead and put a bookmark on them, you can access the bookmark back here, right? So there's a special page for your bookmark, so that when you're studying, right, you can quickly look at the pages that you bookmark for later reference and just go back there. And give me a moment here. I'm trying to bring something up on my side. Okay, so yeah, and a cool thing about this is you can also search through your notes. You can search through all your notes like that, right? So what I just typed for phalanges, let me search that, right? It's gonna show you what you search, where it is, and you can, it's gonna tell you how many search results you have on the right hand, and then it's gonna highlight. So I only type file, so it's gonna highlight where that search up, where the text that you're searching, where it appears, is gonna highlight in the yellow. And a cool thing about this is, not only does it search through like text that you type, it can also search through written notes. So let me write something. I'm gonna write it as legibly as I can. So let me write brain, right? So let me go back and search through my notes. Okay, I don't know why that didn't work. Okay, it's BRAI. I guess it's not reading the. Yeah, it is reading it. Okay, so it's gonna show you. It can also search through. It can also search. Uh, Basically, what my point is that it can also search. For your handwriting notes. It's not just text that you type. So I think that is pretty cool. So let's go ahead and exit off of that, close that. So I just want to give a few tips of I give a few tips and just give some final notes on everything. So the Apple Pencil that I'm currently using to, you know, take notes. I got the generic version of it. So it's way cheaper than the brand Apple Pen. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave a description. Leave the link in the description box. And also, for people that don't have an iPad yet, I can go ahead and link an affordable iPad, an iPad Pro. It's not the latest version, but it does a pretty good job. If what you're looking for is to take notes and pictures and whatnot, it does a good job in my for my preference. So um also another tip that I want to give you guys is that it's you should import your documents before going to class. And also, like, if you're taking like recordings of your lecture with the app, it's cool. I can actually show you an example of where I write timestamps. So let's see. So as you're going through, so I'm trying to find something. No, let's see. So a cool thing about this site, that icon that I showed you earlier is actually, you can actually quickly look at where you're trying to get in your notes. So yeah, what I was saying is you see right here, I have what I call a timestamp. So let me go back to the note we are working on. I have a timestamp. So as you're recording your professor in class, as you're recording the lecture, you can, in blue or any color you choose, just maybe have a specific color for it. You want to, if they say something very important that you want to reference later, as you're going through your notes, you can go ahead and just, you know, say like at 34 minutes and 25 seconds, they said something important. You want to make a note of that while you're taking your notes and just, quickly just highlight it so that when you're going through your notes, you can, oh, this topic, the professor was saying something about it. And I just, I should basically reference it like this. So, yeah, so that would be all for today. Um, I hope I covered everything that you guys may need to get started with the app. Um, so yeah, I'm just trying to think if I did cover everything. Anyways, that will be it for today's video. If you have any comments, questions, or anything else to share, feel free to leave me a comment in the comment section. And I don't know, I'm still thinking about if I covered everything. Sorry. So please like, comment, and share with your friends. Thank you, and God bless.